It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening? It's the weekend, baby. TGIF, thank God it is Friday. The Geno Jones Show. I apologize for the audio problems. That issue yesterday was on me. The Geno Jones Show. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Subscribe, share, screen grab, rip the video, pull some video, make it go viral. Subscribe, share, screen grab, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. The Geno Jones Show brought to you by CM Transportation. If your business needs dependable, reliable, on-time transportation, or if you have a transportation company and you can't depend on them, can't rely on them, and they are like not on time, they are on CP time. Y'all know what I mean. If you don't know what CP time is, then don't ask. Don't ask. Definitely don't ask a black person. I'm just saying. But for a company with dependable, reliable, on-time transportation, CM like Mary, cmtransportationllc.net, cmtransportationllc.net, or call us based here in the Charleston, South Carolina Metro, 843-606-2702, 843-606-2702. Coming up in like less than a few minutes, my Funny Friday guest co-host, the one and only Miss Keela Carson. So let's do this. It's May. I'm a May baby. I'm a Taurus. Shout out to all my fellow Taurians celebrating a birthday today. I'm gonna do these birthdays off the top, off the dome. Happy birthday today, R&B star from the '90s. He had this song called "Return of the Mac." Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. Well, it didn't sound quite like that. Who was that? Who was that? Luciano Pavarotti and Barry White. If they had a baby, it would sound like that. If it was a boy. Mark Morrison made that song, Return of the Mac, 52 today. Yes, 5 deuces. Dame Dash, one of the co-founders, along with Jay-Z, Mr. Sean Carter, a.k.a. Joe Camel. Dame Dash, co-founder of Rockefeller Records. Just joking, Jay. You my dude. Got number love for Jay. Dame Dash is 53 today. Happy heavenly birthday to one of the greatest boxers of all time. The man who was Muhammad Ali's boxing idol, whose boxing style he kind of emulated, not copied it, but that was a big influence. I'm talking about one Sugar Ray Robinson, born on this day in 1921. He joined the Ancestors in 1989, one of the great men. If y'all don't know, he was like a champion from like 1941 to like almost 65. So just Google Sugar Ray Robinson, because we had a Sugar Ray Leonard like in the late 70s and early 80s. But the original Sugar Ray was Sugar Ray Robinson. And today, the godfather of soul, Mr. Please, the hardest working man in show business, James Brown. Happy heavenly birthday, born on this day, May 3rd in 1933. The Trays were wild. He joined the Ancestors in 2006. So happy heavenly birthday to one James Brown. Yesterday, I missed it. Shout out the man, Mr. Dwayne Johnson. Started off, he was a Division I football player at the University of Miami, the U. Then he went on, professional wrestler. Then he became a movie star. Then he became a global icon, Dwayne Johnson, a.k.a. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? All right, Dwayne Johnson, 52. Shout out to you, brother. Even though he don't really claim his blackness, but his daddy is black, who was a pro wrestler also. So happy birthday, Rock, 52 on yesterday. Also yesterday, rapper and comedian, funny young brother, DC Young Fly, 32. NBA baller, Paul George, 34. All right, so I'm about to bring Key on, but let me just kind of recap. You know, Friday, it's a funny Friday, but I just want to recap week in review in case you hadn't heard. So Live Nation is the giant concert promoter. Live Nation, they announced this week they're having this concert week, a Live Nation concert week. What does that mean? That means you can buy tickets to see artists like Janet Jackson, Maxwell, SWV, Escape, Missy Elliott, and more for $25. I didn't make a mistake. This ain't no con. Because you're saying, wait a minute, hold on. Janet Jackson, $25 ticket to see Janet in concert. Where? In jail? Maxwell? No, this is not a scam. This is a promotion. Live Nation, I guess they did it last year. So the Live Nation Concert Week is going to start May 8th through the 14th. So go ahead and pay down that debit card, or go ahead and make that payment on that credit card, so you'll have some money on it where you can buy these tickets. Because you know the colonizers, they don't play. They'll be the first ones, like online, they'll just buy a whole damn section, and then the brothers and sisters be like, damn, how come all the white folks get the good season? We be way back in the balcony. Because some of y'all wait too long. You be playing around, messing around. Your credit card is over the limit. Debit card account is in the negative. Stop messing around. So May 8th through the 14th, go to livenation.com/concert. livenation.com/concert and find the artist. I want to see Janet. Now, the mayor, she loves Maxwell, but Janet, that's my. But I like Maxwell. I'll go see him, but Janet is going to be on my first choice. But I'm a big SWV fan and Escape. I'd love to see them. And Missy, shout out to Missy Misdemeanor Elliott doing her thing. All right, look, I don't want to waste any more time because I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, every Friday you see it right here on the Geno Jones Show. So Howard Stern sat down with President Biden, who, by the way, I'm going to shout out President Biden. Did y'all hear? He decriminalized, the Department of Justice is going to decriminalize marijuana. It's going to be classified as a lower risk drug, and about over 300,000 people got their student loan debt forgiven. If you went to one of the Art Institute schools, it turned out to be a scam, and they closed the schools, and people had taken out all that money for student loans, and they just got stuck with a lot of debt and no education. Those loans forgiven. So if you went to one of the art institutes, you need to thank President Biden. So when you say he ain't done nothing for black folks, or any black, because I know a whole bunch of black folks went to these damn art institute schools that turned out to be a scam. I digress, ladies and gentlemen. But Howard Stern interviewed President Biden. He may have Robin Quivers. Steve Harvey may have Shirley Strawberry. Desi may have Lucy. James Evan had Florida, damn. And Cliff had Claire Huxtable, but none of them had Keela Carson. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Melanated, got her fly, glasses on there. All you needed to do was unmute your mic. All you needed was some some rhinestones on there like Bootsy or Elton John. Well, you would have had, because Bootsy had, his was like the shape of a star.
Yeah, his are round.
What's going on, Keela Carson?
Hey.
Well, first, before we go any further, have you recovered, man? Shout out to the D, man. Y'all was on fire last week.
Yeah.
Almost damn near 750,000 people.
Yeah,
I saw
Monday
my old
was
apartment building that I can't afford to move into if I came back to Detroit.
I'm sorry.
It's probably $4,000 a month for rent.
Yeah, you have downgrade now, Geno. I'm sorry, but those prices
moved
are
to her old
over.
neighborhood when she was a kid back in the day.
Yeah.
Man, y'all shout out to the D. The NFL had their draft.
Yeah.
It was,
Record numbers.
But let me just say this, Key. I got one, and it's not a beef with y'all. It's not a beef with Detroit. Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner. Come on now. Look, M is cool, Eminem is cool. You know, they had some of the current Lions players, and of course you got to have the real GOAT of running backs, Barry Sanders.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah.
But damn, not one person? Come on, y'all could have put Smokey Robinson, somebody from Motown. You can't celebrate Detroit and not have somebody from Motown. I mean, Smokey,
we talked about this.
Flew his ass in. Oh, you still got a whole bunch of Motown stars right there in the deep. What was going on with that, Key?
We talked about it last week. I don't know, and I can't begin to.
I thought Saturday and Sunday. Okay, well maybe Saturday, yeah, or Thursday, Friday, and so Friday night after the show, nobody from Motown. Saturday. Like, now really, damn, y'all.
So we held our hope on the show last Friday that maybe something was coming on Saturday, and Friday night, but it didn't, and I can't even begin to get into the heads of you know, those
Goodell, the NFL commissioner.
Exactly. I don't know those people, and I can't begin to.
Well, you know what we need to call.
I have no idea. But what I will say is what I said last week: representation matters.
It does.
So I don't know who was on that staff that may have dropped the ball. No pun intended on that.
Well, wait a minute, Key. I got to call somebody out, and I love him. I referred to him earlier in the show. I got Sean Carter, a.k.a. Jay-Z. Jay, I love you, brother. Joe Camel. Yeah. Come on, Jay. Just a joke. Just a joke, Jay. Joe Camel, Bullwinkle. Take your pick.
Yeah.
Now, Jay's specific role.
Yes.
Jay is the diversity. He is the cultural representation. And listen, he did a great job with the Super Bowl. We had that year out when it was in LA at SoFi Stadium. They had Dre, Snoop, Eminem.
Right.
They had Mary. And
that's
Kendrick
right.
Lamar.
50
was 50. Usher.
Yeah. So yes, but keep in mind.
Okay, Jay-Z may not have Smokey. I know what you're going to say. Jay-Z may not have Smokey in his playlist. Okay, but still, it's Motown.
Well, and also because technically, even though, see, you got to look at me differently. I was born and raised in Motown. Jay-Z is born and raised in New York, Marcy Projects, right?
Yeah.
And our age technically is not the Smokey age. It's our parents. I know, but it's our parents and our grandparents. So sometimes when you're not that close to it, like I am, because I live in Motown, you may forget those things. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, listen.
How can you wait a minute? Now hold on. How can you are Sean Carter? Granted, you are part of the hip hop culture. You are definitely one of the,
Geno, I don't know. I don't know.
He know about Motown. I guarantee.
I didn't say, Geno, I didn't say anything about him not knowing about Motown, but where it may be at top of mind is different than not knowing. I'm saying that it's not necessarily top of mind. Now, if you mention that to Jay-Z today, he might be like, God dang, how could I not, how could I have forgotten that? Okay. But also keep in mind, the Super Bowl, not Super Bowl, football is about a specific demographic.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that white men and black men of a certain age don't like Motown. I'm just saying that that's not necessarily
Motown
the first.
Probably got more white fans now than black fans. To be honest, if we're gonna be real about it.
Well, Geno.
So
listen,
the Temptations and the Four Tops are coming.
Don't beat the messenger. Don't beat the messenger. I'm just saying. I don't know. Clearly it wasn't at the top of his mind. So what we gonna do, Geno?
Call him out. You got to do better. Come on, Joe.
Well,
Jay.
yeah, right, but what they did get right was the event was awesome.
Yeah.
Um, there was just no riffraff. I mean, you saw people sneaking in, but good luck with that on any big event. The numbers were there. People, for the most part, did the scanning and got in legitimately.
You all
People,
broke a record for one of these
yeah,
draft
for
weekends for a city.
all days. Yeah,
775,000 people.
yeah, and that's a lot of people. And when you add in the sneakers, the people,
Not the ones that you wear.
we might have been closer to, maybe add on another 100,000 people who
Oh, yeah. Probably went over 1 million with the folks that, snuck in, got the
could
hookup.
absolute hookup, please, honey. They were
Hey,
crawling under.
Hey, y'all, come on. Don't anybody looking. Ain't no camera. Come on, y'all.
Oh yeah, they were
Come on,
crawling up
dude.
under the little gate, the makeshift gates.
Yeah. Come on,
yeah,
know
they
how we
didn't
gonna do it now. We gonna find a way. If we don't have the money, if it's a
Yeah.
big event, we gonna find a way to get in.
No hookup necessary. They just was crawling. Because they had a camera, they caught a lot of people on camera.
Did they?
I'm sure the police were not breaking their necks to try to catch anybody. I don't think it would have gotten to that unless somebody started some stuff. But other than that, it's just like, whatever.
Everybody, it's just a big party, a celebration of the city. I was so happy and proud. I was like, man, shout out to the D. Y'all repped.
Yeah. A lot of money made. And so good, some people I knew had were vendors, and so I don't even, and then the way they handled it was different. So it's not like, here's cash money. I don't think any cash money was exchanged. I think everything had to be done electronically.
Okay.
Yeah, there was no cash transactions.
I guess the dope boys is like, damn, man, come on, man. I got cash. I want to flash. I want to pull out my bankroll and flash.
Well, I mean, it depends on what kind of dope you're talking about, because listen, marijuana, you can get that from the store on your card, and you mentioned the government is now declassifying from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3.
Yes. Yep.
Which means you're no longer going to have to go to jail federally.
Right.
And that's important.
What's the law in Michigan? Is it like, because in Illinois, Michigan, you can smoke recreational,
medicinal, you name it.
Okay, so
the door is wide open.
Okay.
You can go to a dispensary as long as you're 21 and up with your license and buy whatever you want to buy.
Oh, okay.
Marijuana, gum, edibles, whatever your flavor is. You can do what you like. And you can do it with your card now. So it only made sense that the government declassified so that you're not arresting people like Brittany. The interview was on Griner.
That was Putin. That was just an excuse just to.
I know, but you get my point. Yeah. That you don't end up in a case like that, not out of the country, but just traveling from state to state.
Right.
Where you forgot
your... legal now too. Recreational use is legal in Illinois.
I know, but what I'm saying is that if it's okay federally,
right,
it doesn't matter what.
Oh yeah, that would override the states.
Exactly.
States,
so now you don't have to worry about, oh Lord, I didn't forgot my pen, my whatever they call it, vape pen, my marijuana vape pen in my purse or my bag, and the dogs come sniffing and you going to jail because you forgot, because you were traveling and didn't think about it. So with the federal law loosened, now you can travel and not worry about going to jail.
Yeah, but if you come into some of these southern states, be careful, because they'll get you. It is not decriminalized here in South Carolina.
That's right.
Unfortunately, so
I get it, but what will happen, unfortunately, ultimately, you're not going to go to jail, But what you're going to have to do is find a lawyer to say, yeah, I know that it's illegal here, but federally it's legal.
Yeah.
Therefore, and my client does not live in your area, so F off.
Right.
But you got to get a lawyer to fight that battle for you, and it's going to cost you some money.
Right. And it's so basically the Department of Justice is going through whatever procedure that it's got to go through, but it's being decriminalized. So even if you get caught, they can't try to give you 30 years for a damn joint or a roach.
Well, and also I'm sure the topic will be raised again on how to get more people out of jail who may have been jailed on criminal charges.
Well, hold on.
Marijuana possession.
Au contraire, more fair. Let me remind you and the public, remember, President Biden this year.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's true.
Basically, if you had a federal, like a felony charge for simple possession,
right,
then that, like, your record is expunged.
Right.
So, if you had a roach and, it's on your record that, you possession of marijuana because you had a roach. so simple possession.
But I think on the state level, like in areas where you are, South Carolina, I think that because of this, it's going to be harder for states.
Yeah, it is.
For people who are on state charges, for them to keep holding these people when now the federal government has even declassified it.
Right.
So how do you justify keeping people? You know what I'm saying? So
right,
it's going to be
now it's in like the press conference or the news release said it's a lower risk. It's in a different category, like you said. I think was Schedule C or what was it?
Right, Schedule 1 to Schedule 3.
1, 2, and think right.
Yeah.
So it's not in the category of like heroin and cocaine
anymore. Right.
So it's like almost like stuff like the antihistamines. When you like Sudafed.
Yeah.
Because now you got to have a driver's license to get
Sudafed
because they was making crystal meth with
crystal meth. Right. Yeah.
So they like fingerprint your ass. You ain't get driver's
cough
license.
Syrup too, because
and like retinal scan and all kind of shit just to get some damn Allegra and Sudafed. It's like shit. I'll just keep sneezing. Like damn, I got to go through all that.
Yeah, the cough syrup too, because they were making that syrup. Is that what they call?
Yep.
You have the syrup. Like who?
Syrup.
Yeah, the whole thought of even me talking about it makes my stomach, because that just seems so nasty. But anyway, so Geno, okay, I did say I was going to talk about this.
Okay.
So just for the ladies,
when she goes like, see, you all don't know, we're family. We are literally like brother for 30 years. This is a 30-year-long relationship. So I love it when the body language, she goes like, so Geno, when she does that, I'm like, oh, she got a good one because it's coming.
No. So it's for ladies and men, because at first when I said it to you, I said, oh, ladies, and you were like, gee, men out here doing this stuff too and beautifying themselves. But I wanted the audience, but I said especially the ladies, but I guess Geno corrected me, like everybody. I wanted them to see I can't see because I got my glasses off, but I wanted them to see my eyebrows because I did the eyebrow / ombre / powder process on my eyebrows because, I just wanted to have a look every day and not have to worry about penciling them in and making them bigger, bolder, right? So it's much like a tattoo. And keep in mind, this is not microblading. No microblading. As a matter of fact, a lot of places have stopped doing the microblading.
Now explain to the viewers and me I think I know what microblading is, but tell me.
So microblading is like trying to mimic strokes of hair with a sharp utensil, right? Oh. Imagine a scalpel, but not.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that
you're
was it.
making sharp strokes that look like hair.
Ooh.
Right. Now,
It
but
sound
it's
like that
different.
hurt, Key.
Well, but I didn't get that. But people were getting it.
Damn.
But a lot of people stopped. A lot of places stopped doing it because women, and mainly women. I mean, I'm sure Geno men have done it, but mainly women were complaining because if their skin was oily, that made the process a mess. And so the look, once it healed, would not look like it was supposed to look. Also, there was this if you don't really know how to do it, then you're making a mistake. And so the cut would be too deep. And so you healed looking like a mess. So most people are just going to stay with the ombre slash powder brow look, which is what I got. And basically that's like a tattoo.
Is it like with the needle they use like a tattoo?
Well, it's a different kind of needle, but yes, it's the same kind of feeling that you would get from a tattoo. And it's the same, if you will, process. It's depositing ink into the brow area, right? Using these strokes. And of course, it'll be less strokes in the top part and more strokes on the wing part, this part over here. But right now it's a false illusion because I just got them done Tuesday. So they have to scab up and heal, and then you'll see the true color. So maybe by next week, it will have a better idea of what they're looking like when you see me on camera next week.
Personally,
oh no, you won't be on camera because you're going to be graduating.
Yes.
With Allie.
Yes.
At the graduation.
Thank you for programming. No, thank you, Key.
Yeah.
No live show Friday, only Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
My baby girl, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for this
Yes.
show, is graduating from Columbia College Chicago, her Bachelor of Fine Arts
Yes.
as a fashion designer. So thank you, Key. But let me just say, and I told you when I first saw it, it looks great on you.
Thank you.
I don't do needles. The one thing.
Yeah,
the
and
only
it's
thing
2.5 hours.
How long?
You heard me. 2.5. I'm having a hot flash. 2.5 hours, Geno.
You about to give me a hot flash. 2.5 hours. I didn't hear the two because I was talking over you accidentally. See, for me, Key, the 2.5 hours is not the problem. The needle is the problem. There's only one thing on this planet I'm like really afraid of. Let's put it this way.
Needles?
Two dudes approach me, one with a gun, I mean like a real
and
gun,
a needle?
and one with a needle trying to draw my blood.
You
I'll
take
fight
the
you
gun?
with a gun? But I ain't messing with Oh, for real.
Geno, stop it.
Denzel Washington, Robert McCall your ass with a gun. Oh, yeah, with a gun.
Yeah.
You better get
Geno,
to me before I can get to you. But needles, I don't do needles.
It's not that bad. Clearly, I'm alive, but it is. So a lot of it is mapping. So first, I got to map out on your face how your eyebrows should look, right? And then based on your face, right? So it's not just, I want these certain kind of eyebrows. They try to map it out so that it matches your face, so that you look the best.
And it looks natural.
And it looks natural.
Yours look natural. People would know if you didn't tell them.
Right. So that's what they have to do first. So that takes about 45 minutes to an hour. And then the rest is the actual shading, because they have to make like 3-4 passes over your eye, meaning they have to stick that needle about 3-4 times.
That's kind of close to your eye, so they got to know what the hell they doing.
Absolutely. These are trained professionals. So when I tell you, you're not going to somebody just letting them tattoo your eyebrow.
Yeah, no.
You need to go to, this is what normally happens. These individuals have an esthetician license, okay? But the next step is anybody worth their salt is also going to have additional training on just doing eyebrows. or just doing eyelashes, if that's what you're going to do, or just doing facials. You're going to take it a step further, much like a specialist as a doctor would do.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a licensed esthetician who also has additional training in eyebrows or facials or whatever it is that you're looking to do cosmetically. Okay. All right.
So what Key is saying, that your girl that went to YouTube University, and we're doing the Geno Jones Show live on YouTube. It's great
Say
for
no.
entertainment, but
Say no.
No.
Absolutely. Absolutely say no. And I mean that. With everything
It's
I
too
know.
close to your eyes. You can't play around.
Not just too close to your eyes. That could be catastrophic. Are you kidding me? A needle on your
infection,
skin?
Oh yeah, it could go
Keloids. It could be all kind of problems.
Yes.
That are either not possible to fix, causing permanent damage, or just unnecessary pain. So absolutely do not go to somebody who said, "Oh, I saw this on YouTube." That's not what you're doing. And as a matter of fact, when I got mine done, there were two people. It was my technician and her teacher.
Right.
Her teacher was there to supervise.
Shout out to everybody watching live. Shout out to Groovemaster Dre. My mother said hi.
Hey.
I think she said, turn on your fan key or something.
Wait a minute, I got it on right. See, I can't turn on. I got a fan, but it's going to be noisy.
It would make noise.
Right, and we're on the air, so I just got to do old school. But we
Right.
keep it real here on the Geno Jones Show. It is what it is.
It is. That's right, especially on Fridays. So, all right, look, I'm not going to keep you fanning, but I can't let you get out of here. So I've seen this video on social media. A lot of folks are talking about it. I saw her do it live. So Monique has been going out on tour. She's going around the country. Cat Williams, his tour.
Yeah.
So they were here about 5 or 6 weeks ago tonight.
Yeah.
And it was when she came out on stage, she got like a louder, longer standing ovation than Cat Williams did. Monique's fans, they love Monique, and she was she was in full regalia in terms of just her raw. If the queens of comedy, Monique, if that's the Monique, you got it all with the cussing, all of it.
Yeah.
And boy, she still got a thing about Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry. Oh my God. So apparently, recently she was in Nashville, and somebody, people recorded it. So she's doing part of her routine because she talked about him here, but she's taking it up a notch or two because she went on Oprah pretty hard and Tyler Perry. But if you see this video, and a lot of you are watching us now may have seen it, so she gets the crowd to join into this chant, this cheer, like they're at a football game watching the Super Bowl. She's like, F Oprah Winfrey, F that rhymes with a duck, F Oprah Winfrey, in the crowd, F Tyler Perry, you coon MF. I'm like, whoa. And then she's going on, Oprah talking about her and Stedman. I ain't seen Stedman in 30 years. Who is Oprah and Gail effing? Then she said, each other. So I'm like, whoa. So, Mo, I love you. Absolutely. You are one of the funniest comedians. When I say comedian, not in the gender sense, comedian, gender neutral, man or woman, one of the funniest comedians of your era. Period. Full stop. And you were killing them with the jokes. But there's a thin line between love and hate, like the movie. And the joke, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, this ain't a joke. She is.
Yeah.
I would just suggest, my sister, but look, you a grown-ass woman from B-More. You do what you want to do, but from a place of love, I would say, let it. I would let it go.
think
she got damn near half of Maui, the part of Maui that didn't burn up. She on up. So
right.
I'm just saying, Oprah is not, as my grandmother say, she ain't studying none of us. So, but
Listen,
look, if it works for you, if that's your therapy, do you. But at some point,
I get it.
yeah, I would
I
just
get it.
let it go.
I get it that, it's been years. Because, I mean, come on. When did Precious come out, Geno?
Ooh.
I mean, you're talking about 20 years ago.
Yes, I was just about to say about 20 years ago.
Yeah. So you're talking about 20 years of being vilified, 20 years of being exiled from or blacklisted from projects which affected your livelihood. I mean, it's not like Monique can go to Walmart and say, I need a job. It's very difficult. So having your livelihood affected, I get it. You get bitter.
Right. Somebody messing with your money.
Right. And I think as we've been quoting almost every week, Damaris's, karma is a slow.
She's a slow bitch now, but she'll eventually show up.
Okay. But what we got to do is remember the Lord said, vengeance is mine.
Come on, preacher. Come
Saith
on, Pastor Carson.
Let God handle that karma. Let God handle that vengeance. Let God handle whatever Oprah and Tyler have to deal with. And you just relish in the fact that it's your day. You weathered the storm. You made it through these last 20 years. Some days it might have been rough. Some years it might have been hard to make your house payments and all of these things, which she's talked about. But now you're back on top.
Yes,
you need to be humble, appreciate that, calm that audience down and tell them, hey, we ain't here to hate on Oprah. We ain't here to hate on Tyler. It's a new day. Mo is back. Let's get it crack-a-lacking and move like that.
See, Mo, you need a friend, or you need somebody like Keela Carson in your life. Because I said this yesterday when I messed up my audio, so y'all can hear me now. And I've said it so many times on this show. We all need somebody that can save us from ourselves.
From ourselves. Knock on wood.
I'm raising both of my hands.
Yeah.
Because I'm fortunate. I got Damaris, I got Allie, Boogie, I got my mother watching me right now. I got Key. Because Key will be like, she'd be like, G. That's a different kind of body language. When she'd be like, now G. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, let me just.
Yeah, and listen, case in point, if you don't remember what happened with Oprah and Iyanla Vanzant.
For those who don't remember, let them know.
Right.
Tell them.
So years ago, remember the Soul Tuesday or whatever Oprah used to do, and she would have Iyanla on, and that's how Dr. Phil got his start.
Yes.
And she would help you. The topic would generally be something to help yourself evolve, right? And so that's how she introduced Iyanla, because she was such a fan of her books and whatnot. So eventually, Iyanla got so popular that she was offered her own TV show. Oprah said, wait a minute, before you think about doing something like that, stay here. Let us work with you a little bit more and get you up to speed. It's not like we don't believe you can do your own show. Let me work with you and I will put you on, right? Like she did Dr. Phil, right? But Iyanla,
that crazy Trump dude, Dr. Oz, his crazy ass.
Right, Dr. Oz, exactly. But Iyanla decided to go the route of ABC, I believe, who offered her the show. It was Barbara Walters and all that. So she went that route. The show failed. Not to say that it failed because, of anything in particular. Sometimes it's not the right time. It's not the right audience, not the right mixture, whatever you want to call it, sauce. But it failed, okay? Iyanla then suffered financially. Stuff got rough. I mean, to the point that, one day she reached out, Oprah reached out. They finally got it together where they could say that they were sorry. And they did it publicly on air.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, you remember what happened? But Iyanla was humble enough, Monique, to say, I made some mistakes, you made some mistakes, let's get past this. And then that's when the second iteration of Iyanla fixed my life.
Yes.
And if you didn't know, let me school you on something else. That is what saved Iyanla and Tyler Perry saved the OWN network.
That's true. You're right. Because it was struggling. You are absolutely right, Key. Good. Yes. I told y'all Key is bad, y'all. That's right.
So forgiveness. So we talk about karma being but forgiveness is also powerful.
And that's hard. But and I've heard this, and I know you've heard a lot of people say it. But when you're in the moment, you can't see that. But the saying that forgiveness is not for the person that did you wrong.
That's right. It's for you.
Forgiveness is for you. Because as long as you hold on to that,
that's right,
you are giving that person power over you.
Yeah.
They still control you. And they ain't thinking about your ass. Like I said,
not even thinking about
you. They done bought half of Maui. That part, for some reason, didn't catch on fire. So I don't know what kind of sprinklers Oprah got. But I don't know.
Okay. That part.
Her half of Maui, nothing got touched. And everybody else, just the trees, dirt burned, everything burnt down.
Yeah. So I would, Monique, I don't know Monique personally, but if anybody out there is watching and can touch her and say, you know what, okay, you had your moment, settle down now, and let's make it about you. Let's make it about the next level of Mo and what you can do now and how you can elevate yourself and leave all that stuff in the past, because you're only gonna get so much out of that.
Yeah, because actually, so I saw the story wherever she was, I guess Nashville. It said some people, when she really was going in hard on Oprah and Tyler, some people walked out, but the majority of people stayed.
Yeah, because it's like, come on, let's move on.
Right.
Okay, now, before we go, Geno, I want to say a couple things. As far as your audience coming after you and attacking you, update Brian McKnight, his show here in Detroit, ticket sales suffering. I don't know to what degree.
I read that, yes.
Yeah, people have been going online, where you buy your tickets for. I don't even want to announce where it's going to be here in Detroit, but he's going to be here. I'm not giving him no promotion because I'm mad at him. But people started going online saying, heck to the no, not buying tickets, not supporting this because you called your children illegitimate and saying that they were born of sin.
Yeah,
well, that too.
Sin.
He called his daughter illegitimate and said the rest of them were born of sin. So, yeah, people are basically boycotting going to see him, at least at the Detroit show. I don't know how it's
good. Shout out to the
what it's doing in other places. Also, Call Me Country is on HBO Max, talking about Blacks in country music, which we talked about a month ago when Country Carter came out. And it's not altogether about Beyonce, but it is about the power that Beyonce has and how, because she released this album and did such great numbers in terms of having this top charting country album on the first week of its release.
Yep, and single.
Texas
Hold'em. Yeah.
That she has now opened the door to the conversation that others have been trying to have.
Yes.
That said, hey, we started this music. You can't just block us out.
Right.
And how do we move forward?
We brought the banjo from West Africa and taught y'all how to play the damn thing.
Exactly. And I think I mentioned on that show when we discussed it, I mean, you don't think Fiddler in the movie Roots was by accident. His name was Fiddler because that's what that's a part of what we contributed to the South during slavery. So anyway, it's a good movie. It's on HBO Max or Max, whatever they're branding it is now. And then also the Upshaws are back. So new episodes if you like the Upshaws on Netflix. You know, Kim and Mike Epps.
I saw
Yeah.
one
Kim
episode. It's pretty
Fields,
funny.
Wanda Sykes.
Yeah, I
It
gotta
is.
watch it again.
Yeah.
Real quick before you go, since you were talking about TV shows, you know what? I hadn't sat down and really watched like a whole episode, and it's been on for years. And shout out to Lena Waithe because she's a Columbia
Oh,
College
yeah.
Graduate. The
Yeah.
Shy,
The Shy, yeah.
which is
You
about
never
Chicago,
watched The
but
Shy.
it's-
So I'm behind on The Shy. I did watch the first season, but there are like a gajillion seasons now. And that show is very popular.
Yeah.
Very popular.
And the dude, I can't even think of the dude's name. The dude is like it's like everybody want to kill his ass because he's just
Yeah.
dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the popular characters was booted off because he was caught up all in that Me Too stuff.
Oh yeah. I think. Oh wait a minute. So the brother that played Eazy-E in Straight Outta Compton, his name escapes me. I think that was him. I think he was
Maybe
on this show.
yeah. It just kind of popped in my head. I remember that happening back then when so many people were called out for their behavior, but his behavior on the set, a lot of women were accusing him of, you know.
And my mother co-signed for you. She said, "Forgiveness is for you, not for the other person."
Yes. Yeah. Amen.
Amen. Keila Corso, I love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, listen, it'll be the best of, so you can go back and binge watch all the episodes, all the Funny Friday shows with me and Key next Friday, because it'll be, so next Friday, Allie's senior thesis is, she has to put on a fashion show. Actually, there are going to be two shows, but the same line. She had to create a whole new 9-piece clothing line.
Wow. That's big.
Yeah,
That's
done it.
preparation for a runway.
It's gonna be. Don't worry. I'm gonna tape it and figure out some way to play it on this show. Cause I've seen a lot of the pieces. She is
awesome.
Yeah, she's fierce. She is killing the game. So look out.
I'm a size 10, Allie.
Well, see, you would be easy to do. Because she's doing regular size models, but she's also doing plus size models.
Yeah.
So you ain't a 10 is normal. So she got you. Yeah.
Shoot, in the fashion world, a 10 is Big Butt Bertha.
Yeah, but she actually, she modeled. She used to model, and she still does. But the industry still wants her to model, but she loves sewing. But she, because she's really. About having diverse looks when it comes to models in terms of body type and everything, and like
good for her.
Her focus is on like materials that's recyclable.
Oh yeah, sustainable.
Yep,
yeah,
that's it. Sustainable. That's right. Sustainable. That's the
awesome
word right there. So she's doing her thing. All right, Key. I'll call you from the Shy. I love you.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Yep.
Not next Friday, but the Friday after that.
Yep. Congrats, Allie, and enjoy the graduation, Geno. Be safe, everybody, your family too.
Oh, I will. Your mother, your other mother said,
"Hey, Mom."
That's my girl Key. Tell her hi. I love her. The whole chat room is her and my man Gruber. She had my mom. I love it. She took in the whole chat room. All right, go eat your dinner. Cool off, woman.
Okay.
Thank you. Love you. Thank you.
Love you too.
That is Keila Carson. That is my family right there, my sister from another mother. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Subscribe, share, screen grab some of this episode, copy and paste the link. Or rip some of the video, make it go viral, send some of it to Monique, tell her to, Mo, you funny as AF. Just, look, you done got your jokes and your money off them. Let that go. Let that energy, her and Tyler, God got that. Like I said, like the mayor said, karma, she's a slow bitch, but she'll eventually show up. So you ain't got to worry about it.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.